Hey everybody, hope your week is off to a good start. Happy hump day. I wanted to talk today about whether you are focusing on taking things away from your life or adding them to your life. And what I'm going to talk about specifically is nutrition, but this applies to a lot of other things as well. So I feel like when people start to make a change or start thinking, contemplating making a change, especially one with regards to weight loss and making nutritional changes, the first thing you start to think is, oh, I'm going to have to get rid of soda. I'm going to have to stop eating this. I'm not going to be able to have that anymore. And everything kind of cycles around what you're getting rid of, what you're eliminating, what you're kind of depriving yourself. And yes, it may be true that you will be much better off by limiting processed foods, fast food, sodas, all sorts of things, but that mindset can be really detrimental to your progress when all you're doing is focusing on what you can't have or what you're only allowed to have less of and kind of putting that negative spin on it. So I want you to think about putting a different spin on it in the future, starting right now, really. And that is, what can you add to your life that will make it better instead of thinking about what you're going to be taking away from it? So an example of that is, could you add in more vegetables? Could you add in more water? And what we're doing there is not, it's kind of two sides of the same coin, that if you're adding in more water, odds are that's going to replace some sugary, calorie dense drinks. But what you're focusing on is the addition of something good rather than the removal of something bad. So, like I said, those are two good examples of adding in more water. I'm adding in more vegetables. I'm going to add in 15 minutes of exercise. I'm going to add in, a new protein source or, a protein source period. I'm going to start adding breakfast to my day. I'm going to start, winding down with a cup of tea. So what you're doing there is you're focusing on the positive. You're focusing on what you're adding, what's enhancing your life, rather than what you're taking away or removing or kind of focusing on the deprivation there. And granted, sometimes you truly are better off just kind of making a clean break from something. And if you are able to do that, that's great. So if you decide that, you know what, I am done drinking soda, I know all the reasons that I don't want it in my life, and I'm tired of drinking it and I just want to be done with it, fine. I'm totally cool with, complete removal of things that are no longer suiting you or serving your needs. That's totally fine. But what I want you to do is try to kind of reframe how you're thinking about things, how you're thinking about these changes to your diet, and start focusing on the positive additions. So I want you to think about kind of what you've been telling yourself with regards to your diet. If, oh, I need to stop eating Chick-fil-A, I need to stop going back for seconds, and think about how you can rewrite those phrases in a more positive way. Instead of eating Chick-fil-A, I'm going to add in a salad from Subway, or I'm going to continue going to Chick-fil-A, but instead of getting fries, I'm going to do a side of fruit. I'm going to add in a side of fruit. So think about the healthy additions rather than the subtractions. And that is likely going to keep you a lot more motivated longer term, because you're daily reminding yourself, I'm adding in these good things, and you're getting away from kind of that deprivation mindset where that can get you in trouble because you start to fixate on it. Oh, I can't have that. I'm not allowed to do that. This is bad for me. And the more you kind of dwell on those things, the more it can spin out of control. And next thing you know, all you can do is think about those things. So start thinking about the maybe semantics of it and how you can rewrite the script into, these are the things that I'm adding into my life to better my health, to help me lose weight, to help me be healthier, happier, more confident, rather than focusing on what you're taking away. So if you have an example of that, or if you have something that you would like some help rephrasing or figuring out, feel free to comment below and we can discuss it there. Talk to you guys soon.